shining javelin of the power of God. There's not much said here, you see. Bloody spikes to bring down the slain, flaming blaze to devour the wicked. But it's complete, you see. And the sovereign shall be the God of Israel. He shall accomplish mighty deeds by the saints of his people. Here we go. 7. This is good stuff now. No boy or woman shall enter their camps from the time they leave Jerusalem and march out to war until they return. Rush's translation is okay here because he's got nothing he can fudge here. No man who is lame, blind, or crippled, or afflicted with a lasting bodily blemish or smitten. You see in the New Testament, Jesus likes and responds to all these people. Here they're barred in the purities sense of the Old Testament. You see all the blind, body blemish, crippled, these are all being cured in the New Testament. Again, it's nice, but it's the opposite of this. None of these shall march out to war with them. They shall be freely enlisted for war, perfect in spirit and body, and preparing for the day of vengeance. Here's the day of vengeance again, and they're obviously going to be a part of it. And no man shall go down with them on the day of battle who is impure because of his running fountain. He had a wet dream the night before, okay? Or he's leaking, if I can be crude, for the... What did Baudelaire say? I have included a little pornography in my work to please the gentlemen of the press. I just included a little pornography in this to please the class. Okay, for the holy angels are be with them. You see, that's the point. They're in the camps are pure. The holy angels cannot abide human impurity. It's nothing to do with Peter's tablecloth vision. Peter never ate any unclean thing because Peter was down in these camps. And Peter knew that the holy angels were to march with them. That's their atomic bomb. That's how they're going to win this war. They're not doing it themselves. The preparations aren't. They're not going to beat the Roman army. But the holy angels are going to join them. It's a beautiful thought. These are beautiful losers. These people are absolutely beautiful, but total losers. They're never going to win. I wish the holy angels would join them. Maybe it would have been different. Okay. They got the vestments of white and so on and so forth. Let me skip along here. I want to move along. And so line 8, chapter 8, you can read yourself. Now we get to the big time stuff in 10 and 11. This is the big time stuff. And you should keep all indecency away from the camps. Furthermore, Moses taught us, thou art in the midst of us a mighty God. When you draw near to battle, they're fortifying their troops. The priests shall rise up and speak, Hear, O Israel, etc., etc., etc. Your officers shall speak all those prepared for battle. That's all the battle things. O God of Israel, who is like thee in heaven and earth, who accomplishes deeds and mighty works. See, in the New Testament, the mighty works and wonders that Jesus achieves in Bethsaida and Chorazin are curings and exorcisms. Here, the mighty works and wonders are God's victories for his people. Just a different. One's Hellenistic, one's Palestinian. Let's see, it praises God here, more about Adam at the end of column 10 there, and of the shape of Adam and so on, and then line 11, column, truly the battle is thine. Their bodies are crushed. There is no man to bear them. Thou didst deliver Goliath of Gath, the mighty warrior, into the hands of David, thy servant, because in the place of the sword and the place of the spear he put his trust in thy great name. There's the great name again. For thine is the battle. See, the miracles are God's victories. This is a nationalist test. This is a national people. This is not a Hellenistic magician, mystery worker roving around the Mediterranean doing cures and exorcisms. Thine is the battle, many times by thy great name, the name again, did he triumph over the Philistines. Many times thou hast delivered us by the hand of our king, through thy loving kindness, and not in accordance with our works, again grace, by which we have done evil, not according to our rebellious deeds. Truly the battle is thine, and the power from thee, it is not ours. Our strength and the power of our hands accomplish no mighty deeds except by thy power. God does it all for us. And by the might of thy great valor. I wish I had more time to read it to you, but here, I'll finish it up in this column here. Thou hast taught us from ancient times, saying, a star shall rise from Jacob. We've heard it for the third time. And a scepter shall rise from Israel. Israel shall smite the temples of Moab and destroy all the children of Seth. He shall rule of Jacob and shall cause the survivors of the city to perish. By the hand of thine anointed, says my friend Vermesh. No, by the hand of thy Messiah, says Eisenman in class 312, who discern thy testimonies. That's who's going to do this. That is the Messiah and those bent in the dust. Thou mayest glorify thyself on our enemies by the hand of thy poor. Oh, the Ebionites are with us again. The poor and the Messiah. I have some quotes from the Zohar like that. Whom thou hast redeemed by thy might and by the fullness of thy marvelous power, and have opened a door of hope to the melting heart. Thou will do to them as thou didst to Pharaoh and the captain of chariots in the Red Sea. That will kindle the poor in spirit. There you have the New Testament, poor in spirit. But they shall be as a flaming torch in the straw to consume ungodliness, that we raised up by the Messiah and the star. And thou hast foretold the hour when thy mighty hand, and quoting Isaiah 31, Assyria shall fall by the sword of no mere man. The sword of no mere man shall devour him. I hate to tell you, but that is like no mere atom. No mere atom it's by the sword of no mere atom, a primal atom, but it is not a normal man. It is a supernatural being that they are talking about here. It is a supernatural messianic leader. It is, that is what is going to lead them on the clouds of heaven. And in a moment, guess what? We're going to hear about the clouds of heaven that we hear over and over again in the Christian scripture, but much more militant. For thou wilt deliver into the hands of the poor, Ebionim again. The rank and file are the Ebionim, the poor, the Ebionites of Christianity. The enemies from all the lands, they're going to fight them and humble them. The mighty of the peoples by the hand of those bent to the dust, to bring upon the head of the enemies the reward of the wicked, and to justify thy true just judgments in the midst of all the sons of men, and to make it for thyself an everlasting name. There it is among the people, and so on. For thou wilt fight them from heaven. For the multitude, line 12, of the holy ones are with thee in heaven, and the host of angels is in the holy abide, praising thy name. And thou hast established a community for thyself, the elect of thy holy people, and all the hosts with thee in the abode of thy holiness is in thy glorious dwelling place. Thou hast recorded for them with the graving tool of life the favors of blessings and the covenant of thy peace, that thou mayest reign over them. Thou wilt muster the hosts of thine elect in their thousands and myriads with the holy ones and thine angels that will be may be mighty in battle. Here's the heavenly host coming on the clouds of glory. It's in the war scroll, and we always hear about it, and it's right here.